This is Dan Reviews, where I tell you what the movie's about so that you don't have to watch it. Unless you want to. Today, we'll be talking about Heart of Stone. Stone is a computer techie person of an MI6 spy team. She's not a field agent. Oh wait, she has to get out of the car and go on the field to help out within 5 minutes of the movie starting. The mission didn't go as planned because Yang was way too obvious when she tried to give someone a heart attack with a needle. Some lady ended up hacking their comms and they had to hurry and leave. Then, after all her team left, we find out that Stone is actually an undercover agent for some other place, acting as an undercover MI6 agent. Oh, okay. She became a badass and started skiing down a mountain with a parachute. Once she made her way down the hill, she killed all the bad guys and hid their bodies before the rest of her MI6 team got there. That was just the intro. Okay, so then she continues a facade of just being an agent that doesn't go in the field and lies about some brunch date. And then we see her go into the Charter, Heart's Team HQ, who control the Heart. A thing that can hack in and control everything everywhere or some shit like that. There's some cool graphics and we see what it can do. It looked like some Minority Report stuff. They found out who the lady was that hacked the comms. Her name is Kaya, and she's trying to find the heart so she can control everything. The MI6 team goes to Lisbon, Portugal to find Kaya. While they're dancing, an explosion goes off and stuns the team, and some guys with guns ambush them. They try to fight them off. Parker is knocked out, and they tell Stone to get out so she can get away because they think she's, just a computer geek. She escapes the room, but while she's standing on the balcony about to jump to safety, she decides that she wants to save her team. She ignores her orders from the Charter and goes back in. She saves her team by beating up all the bad guys. She then leads them back to the van and she drives. There's an intense car chase. Stone barrels her way through Portugal, getting rid of bad guys until they were safely away. They all get off the car and question Stone about everything that just happened. One of them accused her of being in the Charter because they think the Charter's bad. She admits who she is and they are all stunned. Parker then shoots Yang and Bailey. He fights with Stone and then cuts her with a poison knife. As most villains do, he explains his plan and what he has done. He explained how he actually killed the guy in the beginning on the ski lift and he was working with Kaya. As Stone passes out from the poison, Parker implants a tracker in her arm. She's picked up and transported by the Charter. They take her back to HQ. Once she arrives, the system is hacked. Everyone runs around trying to find out what's going on. Even though she's delusional, she cuts the tracker out of her arm and smashes it. No one thinks that it got too much information because nothing was missing or anything from their systems. So they just continue with their daily activities. Stone is kicked off of the team. Well, the Heart's team, because they think she's compromised and she has to leave HQ. She's riding on a bus and then a guy receives a phone call asking for her. She grabs the phone and she realizes that, Kaya must have hacked into the cameras and can see her. So of course they were talking on the phone saying some stuff. And then Stone says, I'm gonna get you, or something like that. After all that happens, the four kings meet. They talk about Parker. The four kings are like the people who started the charter. We get his backstory, why he's so angry with them, what he wants to do, all this stuff. You know, he's a bad guy, so I want to kill everyone. Stone finds out that Parker and Kea are going to take control of the locker so they can steal the heart. Stone found this out before the charter. So finally, the charter finds out because the locker got taken over and it started to descend down to Earth. The locker is in the sky. It's like a satellite. Stone is already on her way to try and stop them. Parker and Kea get the heart and then they blow up the locker and jump onto a rope that's hanging from a plane. Stone narrowly escapes the explosion by jumping on the rope with them. She climbs up, cuts the rope above where Kea is, so they both are falling to the ground. Kea gets hit in the head on the way down and passes out. Stone grabs her so she can use the parachute, and they parachute down. They have a really rough landing, and Stone is knocked out. She wakes up with Kea holding a gun over her, toward her head, and giving her orders, telling her what we need to do. But Stone shut that down real quick and just snatched the gun from her and knocked her. Well, didn't knock her out. Just punched her or something. A random truck approaches them while they're walking across the desert. That's already a red flag. But anyway, she gives them a ride back to civilization. But once she gets there, Parker had already sent his cronies to get Kea, and they start shooting at Stone. Stone tried to tell Kea to come with her, but Kea didn't. Stone is found after she ran away. She's found by a member of the charter. She connects with the charter, and they exchange information that they both found out. Meanwhile, Parker gets the heart up and running, and instead of exposing the man that killed Kea's parents, which was the whole reason Kea wanted to do it, he starts to kill off the four kings. He killed off the first one by dropping the elevator she was in with her family and everything, and she didn't want to use the heart that way. Parker targets the next king by luring him into a trap. Kea tells Stone about it because Stone was on her way to the same place. Stone ended up believing Kea because, she listened to Kea, and then boom, an explosion happened, the whole building blows up, and that other king is gone now. Parker also trapped one of the other kings in her team. He traps him in a bunker and turns off the air, and they only have an hour to live. So now Stone has to try and save the heart and all that. So while this is happening, Kea turns on Parker. She shuts down the heart. Stone gets on a bike and heads towards Kea. On the way, the main Parker crony chases her until she smashes him with her bike. Parker is pissed now. He finds Kea and forces her to turn the heart back on. And as this is happening, Stone shows up and tries to help her. Parker and Stone get into a fight, of course. Stone is getting beat up, so Kea helps. They eventually kill Parker, and then they get the heart back. She turns the air back on in the bunker. She saves them. Yay! She saved everyone. Not everyone. The ones who are still alive. And then, of course, the ending. Now, Kea becomes part of Stone's team. Yeah, the story wasn't terrible. Of course, it's cheesy moments. Of course, it's an action movie, but overall, it was pretty good. I think it went in a good direction, and for the most part, I think I'll give it a 7 out of 10.